I'm 20, great. And when I left school, I took a gap year. 10 years later, I'm still on that gap year. Yeah, I haven't figured out what I want to do yet, but I've definitely matured. I've definitely grown into these teeth. And that definitely took a good few years because they are huge. Good thing is, though, I don't need to worry about bike lights. These things warn people a mile away. And they're almost as white as my hot yoga class. Yeah. I do love them, though. They make me a very optimistic, positively mentally positive person. Have you met Alison? Oh, she's so nice. She's so happy. She's so smiley. I have to smile. I can't shut my mouth. They make people think two things about me. That one, I'm a teacher. And two, that I would love working with children. And you'd be right about one of those things. Yeah, I am a teacher. Because you know what they say? Those that can't do, teach. That's actually a really horrible thing to say, isn't it? And people have said that to me. I've still slept with them. Yeah. Treat me mean, I'll stay keen. Yeah. School can be really stressful with those little shits. The parents, that is, not the kids. So I love to go running. Away from them! No. I love to go running. It's a great way after a stressful day to get outside, explore somewhere new, listen to a soundtrack of the voices in my head. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. It definitely keeps you going. I actually got into running to get over a boy, classic. Because you know what they say after a breakup, spend some time alone. So I signed up to a marathon, 26.2 miles. It's a lot of time to spend alone. It didn't really work though, because he'd signed up as well. He'd mentioned it before we broke up. So I got there early, ready to race, around the start line, trying to find him. Definitely got his heart racing when he saw me. And bam, he was off. And bam, I was off. And bam, the race officially started. And I spent the race running after him. Love me! Yeah. So I've never dumped anyone. I'm far too desperate. And it's particularly hard to dump a ghost. A ghost, if you don't know, in the dating world, is someone that you spent some time with, really connected with, had some sleepovers, and then they unexpectedly die. And that's why they don't text you back. Fun fact about the afterlife, though, is that they do have Instagram. They're always watching over you. Not that I'm checking my stories. I actually dated a guy last year who came back to life. It was incredible. He was just my type. He was an engineer, a military man. He was smouldering and serious, didn't smile. Not that they need to. I got a big enough smile for both of us. After 3 months of dating, he died. And a whole month later of driving past his flat, remembering the good times, I was contacted by the dead. His name appears on my phone. I am stunned. But it was a special day, and clearly he'd remembered the date. The text was simple. Do I want to hang out? So I play it cool. And I wait. At least a minute before I reply. Yes. And I drive to his flat within 10 minutes. It's actually a 16.5-minute drive to his flat, but I put my foot down. And when I got there, ready for our romantic reunion, he opens the door. Oh, hey. Oh, Scottish. Can I have a look at something? Oh, I'm getting straight to it. Can I have a look at your car paperwork? Well, it's a bit strange, but he's an engineer. Maybe it's their type of foreplay. So I dashed to the glove compartment, fixed my hair, checked my makeup, spray on the Charlie Red. Well, they say when you find something that works, don't change it. And back I go. Swiftly, he takes my papers. Oh, hey. He's still Scottish. I remember. He's remembered. Today's my birthday. This could be the romantic birthday reunion I was hoping for. Your car is due an MOT. Or not. Sadly, he'd just come back to life to mansplain to me. So it's back to the single life for me. But I think I'm still single because I don't know when people are flirting with me. We're just having a chat. Is this flirting yet? We're just having a laugh. Is this flirting yet? We're just having a drink. Is this flirting yet? We're just having sex. Is this flirting yet? He's inside me. Is this flirting yet? He ghosts me. Now he's flirting. Oh, thank you. I'm Alison. Good night.
Hello. I'm sure you all recognise me. Yes. I'm the first at the scene of any crime. Yes, with the iconic hat, the cheeky drug problem. Always a concerned doctor at my side. Seems like I should have really died decades ago. That's right, it's me, Pete Doherty. No, I am, of course, Sherlock Holmes' great-great-grandson. London Holmes. So named because you can't afford me, and if you can, it means I'm probably full of heroin. There are actually quite a few Holmes descendants around. I actually have two sisters, Summer and Holiday. And then, of course, the youngest of the Holmes family, New Build. Very superficial man. He looks nice, but you've got to watch out for his leaky pipe. So I'm here to continue my great-great-grandfather's legacy of deduction, condescension, and chronic syphilis, because I want to teach you all how to be more effective detectives in your everyday lives, and that dick warts should be seen by a professional. For example, you, sir, what's your name and how many murders have you done? It's very important to ask. He may well slip up at this point.
Cavendish and 17.
Ah, that is serial material. So, Cavendish, you may know from my great-great-granddad Sherlock that we Holmeses can deduce everything about you in a single look. For example, I can tell from your hazy complexion and the blurry shapes of your body that I should have worn my glasses. How do I do it? Well, it's really not so much about seeing as it is observing. For example, I was recently at my lodgings with a Dr. Watson, Jr., and I saw him appearing to float out of the room. And I said to him, Watson, maybe you were right. Maybe we shouldn't have done all that ketamine at brunch. But you see, seeing isn't everything. And it really all became clear when I truly observed the coffin he was being carried out in. It turns out you can be buried in a K-hole. So I want to teach you about my deductive techniques by way of a recent example. For the other day, I was called into a truly grisly scene. It was horrible. A man in his early 30s, strung up, arms splayed, blood streaming from his palms and his feet, nailed to a couple of 2x4s. And what kind of sicko does that in a church? The vicar did inform me that this was, in fact, a sculpture. But you know what they say? No sculpture without fire. And they never did figure out who killed Jesus, did they? No, think about it. The greatest story never solved. The police, they're trying to bury it like some shit pottery you did at a hen do, but as a detective, you need to see the clues in plain sight. Like they say, WWJD. Who wanted Jesus dead? Did he die for our sins, or was he murdered for them? People talk a lot about God's will, and I agree with them. There would have been a hefty inheritance in that will. You know, and are you really trying to tell me that being nailed to a piece of wood is a natural cause of death? I know he was a carpenter, but still. No, it's like I always say, crucifixion is no happy accident. To a detective, that's a happy murder. But the feds, the fuzz, they don't want to hear about it. They say to me, that was 2,000 years ago. And what are you doing in my office? And the crucifixion of Jesus Christ is the basis of an entire Abrahamic monotheistic social cultural system of belief, ethics, and morality. You dumb cunt. And to that I said, oh, well, how very convenient. Because I think I got a bit too close to the truth for the old boys in blue. They couldn't tell me, but I knew what had happened. I'd hit the nail on the hand. Holmes was under the hammer. Now, that's what I want you to take away about modern day detective work, because professional sleuthing just isn't what it was back in my great-great-grandfather's day. No, and not just because you can now get a cream for your itchy balls. No, it's because detectives these days are just far too concerned about offending people. Aren't they? Look, maybe I'm a bit old school and I don't want to get cancelled for this, but I really do feel like you can't sleuth anything anymore. No, honestly, take this away with you. Police constables have ruined an otherwise noble profession. It's PC's gone mad, it really is. I've been London Holmes, and do come and find me afterwards if you have any of the good stuff. Thank you very much.
Hello. Hi. Some of the more observant ones of you in the audience might have noticed I'm brown. Fear not, I'm not here to blow shit up. I don't usually start my sets like that, but recently on the tube, there was a black guy who spit at me and said, "Fuck off, terrorist." Now, what I should have realized at the time is, you've actually cured racism, UK. Because now white and black people can just shit on brown people together. And that's progress. But instead, I saw an opportunity to fuck with this guy. I looked him in the eyes and I just went, you know what? I am a terrorist. Just last night, I entered and exploded in your girlfriend. See it, say it, sorted, bitch. But there is a genuine angst in the country now towards brown people that we are taking all the jobs, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me because if we're being honest, 80% of us are driving Ubers. Like, we're driving you guys to your jobs. I think the problem is that unlike the glory days, we actually have to be paid now. People do ask me, though, that if the UK is so racist, why do so many of my lot keep coming over? And the answer is really simple. Because England won't give it back, we're just taking our wealth back one Uber ride at a time. I do need to be careful, though. I'm probably one joke away from being sent off to Rwanda. Speaking of fucked up politics, Liz beat out Rishi. Look, I'm not a fan, but he's still my hero, right? Because he's a brown guy who married rich, put all his money in tax havens, became Chancellor of the UK, and raised taxes on white people. That is the ultimate reverse card I've ever seen. And the best long game for our people. I guess you could say revenge is best served at 45% plus national insurance. Look, the irony of all of this is that Indians are fucking racist people. We are. We hate dark skin. So much so that we have a god who's fabled to be dark-skinned, but in every illustration, he's shown to be blue. Let that sink in for a second. We would rather have a fucking Smurf be our god, guys, than him be dark-skinned. A Smurf. I have a pretty complicated relationship with religion, as you can see. I think it started when I went to a Christian high school. I spent 6 years there being told, I'm going to hell for being atheist. Now I'm an accountant, so I'm thinking maybe they were onto something. I did come up with a theory, though, that the Bible was just the first porn novel ever written. Like, why do you think the most famous sex position in the world is called missionary? I've also read that there were a lot of prostitutes and wagons throughout the Bible, and I think that's how fake taxi was created. And finally, the Last Supper. 12 men and Mary sit around a table. I think we know where this video ends. Every time my girlfriend hears that joke, she's just like, ew, man, it's so gross. Why do you know so much about the Bible? But yeah, I've been dating my girlfriend 7 years now, and she's the only woman I've ever had sex with. But she's very open-minded. She says, I can go out and try having sex with other women for the experience. And I have to hand it to her. Yeah, she is very confident. But what bothers me is I'm not sure whether it's a confidence in her own abilities or just an immense confidence in the lack of mine. Like, I could go out and have sex with someone else and nobody's coming back. And you know what? She wouldn't be wrong. Because I myself have nicknamed my dick the printer. Because it looks okay, it's fit for purpose, but it never really works when you need it to. I'll leave you with one last thing. My girlfriend's taught me a lot about the female experience, Me Too, and feminism. So much so that I was in the US recently and I got a package of Amazon that I didn't want, so I got it returned. And my very first thought was, thank fuck I'm not a woman, because the government would probably force me to keep it. You know you fucked up when Amazon's affording you more rights than your own government. Anyway, I've been Archit Goenka. Thanks a lot, guys.
Hi, everybody. Excuse me, I've got my stuff on paper as usual. Last-minute prep. How's your Monday? We've already been asked, but yeah, Monday. How are we doing? Yeah. a bit flatter than before. A couple of Mondays ago, we had a Monday off, didn't we, for the funeral? Wasn't that nice? Loved that. Now, listen, I'm not saying that we should, kill another royal, have another Monday. I'm not saying that. It's crazy. I'm not saying we should, kill all the royals and have lots of days off. I wouldn't say that. That's crazy. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it was really nice. Really nice to have that day off. I loved it. So I work for the NHS. Okay. Now, during the NHS, the NHS appropriated the rainbow, didn't they? Yeah. So when they appropriated the rainbow during lockdown, I leaned into that. I took it very seriously. I've come straight from work tonight. I wear this every shift. Now this is my uniform. I'm really just, I am a rainbow. So, and I'm really just passionate about under-resourced healthcare. This has got nothing to do with Pride, the original. I know that's where Rainbow sort of came from, but now it's ours. It's ours. I also am very gay, though. Shout out to the gays. I know there's definitely one gay. We have definitely one gay. I do love eating pussy. Who loves eating pussy? Nice. That's so good. Sometimes nobody cheers, and I'm very concerned. But honestly, I do love free healthcare. I really do. I love what you guys do with free healthcare in the UK. I am particularly passionate about a free smear test. Who loves a free smear? Yeah, no, it's amazing. So the thing is, I did some research on smears recently. I'm dating an American, and I found out that in America, if you don't have health insurance, you have to pay for a smear test. That's crazy, because you have to pay for a truly unpleasant but potentially life-saving health screen. It's about £100. Can you imagine? £100 for a smear. Sir, the equivalent for you would be spending £100 to have your legs forced apart in some stirrups, then have your butthole prized open with a little duck beak, then have your balls scraped. Your balls scraped for £100! It's outrageous. I feel bad for America. Sorry about your balls. But anyway, so £100, I think that's crazy. I was just thinking about what you could buy for £100. Mr. Octopus, probably 4 days worth of gas and electricity, am I right? So I'm very passionate about free healthcare, but I also do love pussy, and we are back to pussy. See how I did that? Does anyone find it funny how we call pussy pussy? Anyone ever thought about that? Crazy. Why? I was thinking about it during my prep. I find it strange, but I do find it more logical than why we call cocks cocks. Okay? Follow me. I'm going to take you on a journey, right? So pussies are cute. Sometimes they have hair. Sometimes they don't. You can brush them. I get it. It's the same. Pussy is a pussy, right? But why is a cock a cock? A cock? It's a man chicken. What's that about? Why? Why do we do that? I don't know that much about cocks. I don't know that much about roosters. So once again, I did some research. I found out that if you have a cock, if you have a rooster and you live on a farm, they wake you up. That's handy. I love that. This is where my knowledge for my thirst for cock knowledge took me. As I was Googling roosters, what kept coming up is people who are born in the year of the rooster. So I was finding out about qualities of roosters and qualities of people born in the year of the rooster. Anyone born in the year of the rooster? We've got 1957, 69, 81, 93, 2005. Anybody? Okay, fun facts for you. So I read this article that said roosters are sociable, accomplished, and well-dressed. Nice. Also, roosters are outspoken and boastful. Most annoyingly, they think they're always right. Ooh. So it turns out cocks are cunts. Crazy. And we're back to pussy. So I just want to say, to finish off, that brings me back to I'm starting a Clap for Pussy, Thursdays at 8 p.m. Very similar to Clap for Carers, Clap for Key Workers, just changed it to Pussy. So if you all want to start this Thursday, 8 p.m, hop on your doorstep, bring your kids, bring your pots and pans, Clap for Pussy. Thanks very much. I've been Alana. Thank you.
Back for hello. Move this out of the way. How are we all doing? We're doing good? Good. I'm from Yorkshire. We got any fans of Yorkshire in the room? Yeah, a few, yeah. Yorkshire. Yorkshire. Yeah, that's our mating cry. That's how we attract potential lovers. Yeah. It's probably not the time or the place, is it? Yeah. Meet me in the bar afterwards, we'll chat. Yeah, no, I'm from Yorkshire. I've been down here for a little while now, though, and to be honest, it's changing me. London, it's changing me. When I came here, I had no idea what lactose intolerance was. Now I have it. How the fuck did that happen? Jesus Christ. I have this friend, we go out for wine sometimes, she's from Hampstead, and we were out for a glass of wine a few weeks back, and she said to me like this, just like this. She was like 3 glasses in, and she was like, Beth, honestly, seriously, if shit starts to get completely fucking insane, nutso mad down here, down south, I'm emigrating north. She queued last week for 17 hours to see a resting monarch that she previously claimed to be ambivalent about. Yeah. So fuck knows what's going to push her over the edge and up the M1, but I reckon Hull can hold its breath. Can't it? Yeah, like I say, I'm from Yorkshire, and like I said to her, I warned her, I said, you know what, if you are thinking of making that move up north, and I'll warn you all as well, if any of you are considering moving up north, the rumours, they're true. All right? The houses up there, they are cheaper. The air, it is cleaner. But the people will talk to you. Oh, yes. Total strangers. They'll find you when you're vulnerable, alone, when you're weak. I was back home a couple of weeks ago. I was minding my own business in the queue at Tesco's. Yeah? I had my AirPods in, listening to a little podcast about men abducting women. My kind of Tuesday. I was buying Whatsits. It was loads of fun. And I was in the queue, like I said, minding my own fucking business. And then as if out of thin fucking air, this little old lady just appeared. Like... Sorry? I said it looks like rain to me. Yeah. Yeah, no, those are clouds. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think the real moment that I realised that London was a little bit different and that it sort of pushed me over the edge when I realised that there was fuck all Northern about the Northern Line. Yeah? Been here for a few weeks and I was sat on the Northern Line and I realised if someone smiles at you on a train up north, you'll end up sat with Sheila from Liverpool and you're sharing 5 bottles of those mini wines. You know the ones, the mini wines. Yeah, baby wines. Fun size wines. Doesn't matter if you have 6 because they're tiny little wines. Yeah. You get off at Lime Street Station to the tune of Sheila going, "Go on, girl! You don't need a fella! You're the superstar!" Classy bird is Sheila. No, you don't get down, don't you? You don't get anything like that down here. And I think the thing that really has pushed me over the edge and like made me realise that maybe London's not for me is because I'm very susceptible to a tube advert. Yeah. I was on the tube the other day, a big advert in front of me for Paramount Plus. Yeah, 6 stops later, what did I have? Paramount Plus. I can't be stopped, I'm addicted, I'm a fiend when it comes to these streaming services. And I got home and I thought, something's got to give. Something's got to give. And I thought, you know what, I'm doing it. I am cancelling Now TV, right? So I opened up my laptop and Now TV was like, "We're sorry to see you leave, Beth. Is there anything we can do to make you stay?" No. I am cancelling my subscription. Was it us, Beth? Was it something we did? Was our selection not wide enough for you? Was our 4K not Ultra HD enough for you? God, no, God, it's not you. It's me. I just... I can't afford you this month. Stay for free. What? Stay for a month for free. You won't even notice we're here. Oh, no, fuck off. No, I'm cancelling it right now. Wait! Haven't you heard, Beth? We've got the new Game of Thrones series. Started a couple of weeks ago. What are you going to do, Beth? You're going to find one of those dodgy links, yeah? With all the porn pop-ups every 3 seconds. God, no, I would never do that. Don't be a slut, Beth. Did you just call me a slut? I would never call you a slut. Listen, put your feet up. We've got the American office. You know, we've even left the subtitles on. We know how you like it. I do like the subtitles. Yeah, we know you like the subtitles. All right, fine, fuck it, fine, I'll stay. So it's free. What? You said it'd be free. Shh, Beth, shh. Sleep now, Beth. I signed up to the deluxe entertainment package. Thank you very much.
Welcome to the stage, it's Bobby Sidebottom!
That's right, it's me. Take it away, maestro. Come on. I've seen you, Sally, with your new boyfriend. I can see exactly what you've done. You've tried to find a rock star in my very mold. Sure, he's a bit shorter, more athletic, and he works in IT. But I know you're simply trying to hold on to a little piece of me. Lo and behold, let it be told, you still love me, Sally.
She still loves him.
I know. Baby kicks. I know, Daddy's here. Come on, I know. You took the kids. You took away football in the park. You moved away, far, far away, as I delved deeper into the dark. But I realised it were a signal for me to move along with you, start a new life like a real family, onto pastures new. It's goddamn clear to me now, Sally. You still love me, Sally.
She still loves him.
I know. Babe, I know. Shh. You silly Billy, I know. The restraining order took me by surprise. If you're trying to show your love for me, Sally, a simple cuddle would have sufficed. But I know you need someone to restrain your thumping heart, because tigers in the wild run risk of ripping lives apart. But our love needs no cage.
She still loves him.
I know, babe, I know. Shh. Whip him off, let's have a cuddle. I know. The last time we spoke, Sally, it were a phone call, and it ended abruptly when you said the words, I hope you die. You must have driven through a tunnel. 'Cause if I know you, then I can finish that sentence. I hope you die in my arms. And together, Sally, together we can march upon the gates of hell and make fiery, fucking, freaky love right in the devil's eye line. Come on! Oh, come on! Oh. You still love me, Sally.
She still loves him.
What day is it today? Monday. Fucking hell. This is going well, isn't it? Has everyone had a good Monday? Someone had a great Monday. Who whooped? So, did anyone have a proper shit Monday?
Yeah.
Yes. You're going to deeply regret that, aren't you? Why did you have a shit Monday?
Just other people make mistakes, so I got to clean up, you know.
Oh, fuck. What do you do for a living?
A product manager.
Oh, big dick swinging product manager. Excellent. And what's your name?
Sam.
Sam. And what do you product manage for, Sam?
It's like a website.
Like a website. Fucking hell. Is it anything we'd know?
I don't know. Do you know Octopus?
The fucking gas and electric company?
They're partners with them.
I fucking do know Octopus, yeah, and I've got some gripes. I wasn't intending to go down this way, but I'm fucked up, Sam!
It's the mess I was cleaning up today. It's probably yours.
Is it?
Yeah.
What was the mess?
Someone hadn't paid their bills in a long time.
Oh, it's definitely me. I'm not with Octopus. They're shit. I can't go into this now. It's not very funny, is it? Everyone's struggling and I'm just bringing it up. Brilliant. Well, it's not your fault, Sam. I don't blame you entirely. Who are you here with this evening?
These two.
These two. Okay, friends.
This is my girlfriend.
That's your girlfriend. She doesn't seem to know that. She literally looks at me like, help. How long have you been together for?
3.5 years.
Does she talk? What's your name, girlfriend?
Ellie.
Ellie, I'm going to get it over, Ellie. How long did you say you've been together?
Almost 4 years.
4 years. Engaged?
Nope.
Why?
Plenty of time.
Look at Ali's face. She's raging. Plenty of time. How old are you both?
I'm 30.
Ali?
29.
29. You're fucking hating every second of this, aren't you? What do you do for a living, Ali?
I was just kind of to laugh.
I can't promise that, but I can promise that we're going to dig into a bit more about your relationship later. But I'll wait till you've had a few more laughs. I can see you look wildly uncomfortable. I've had a pretty good day, actually. I've started nannying recently, just because comedy's paying so well. So I thought I'd do this on the side. And I wanted to do a bit of nannying because I just really, really love working with married men who I could potentially sleep with. It's so good. I thought my dream was going to come true today because I was looking after this little girl and her dad was there and I can't tell you how outrageously attractive he was. My nipples have literally not been soft since. So enjoy that front row. And when he left, she was like, Daddy, Daddy, kisses for me. So he's like, all right, give her a kiss. And then as he walked out again, she went, Daddy, Daddy, kisses for Hannah. And I was like, yeah, Daddy. Kisses for Hannah. And it was supposed to be a joke, but I did that face. So it looked a little bit predatory. I've been doing some internet dating. It's been going absolutely horribly. Does anybody want to hear a text that I received on internet dating? Yeah? Because I can't really decide whether or not this man is a total psychopath or the love of my life. So usually they go hand in hand. So is it all right if I read it out to you before we get started? Is that okay? Yeah. Yes! What? Fucking hell. There's nothing. Okay. Starts off quite normally, this text message, actually. Let me just get it up. He started the text message with... Started off quite normally. He was like, hey, do you want to chat? Do you want to get to know each other? I really loved your profile. Loved the picture of your arsehole on picture 2. Really nice. Small talk. Now I'm going to read it in the way that he has punctuated it. It's quite hard, actually. Just give me a second. My name is Alex, I'm 29, I'm a criminal solicitor, I've been single since February 2015, I don't have any kids. It's rare that anything gets me down, I think you need a positive outlook on life, things always make a turn around when they go bad, I'm just around a corner because of this, people usually think I'm an Aries, but I'm a Virgo, sweet people usually think I'm a Virgo, do you think I'm a Virgo? Okay, this is the worst one. I'm Greek Cypriot with tanned olive skin, short black hair, brown eyes, 5'9", athletic to medium build, depends on if I'm going to the gym, running, playing football, sports, etc. Closed bracket. He never opened that bracket. What a piece of shit. I like to wear a little bit of jewellery when I'm dressed to go out, like a watch, ring, as though I don't know what fucking jewellery is. And a chain, open bracket, covered underneath clothing, closed bracket. What the fuck is going on? I love my movies. And I love going to the cinema. I will literally watch any film as long as it's good. Fuck me, Alex. I was watching the shit ones. My favourite colour is red and blue. I can't think of anything else. Is there anything you'd like to hear from me? Love, Alex. And I received this message on a day where I was horny, desperate, drunk, which, as we all know, is the true Bermuda Triangle. So I sent him a message back and I was like, hey, Alex, have you ever thought of wearing just a chain? Saucy, innit? Saucy! And he never fucking replied. I got ghosted by the man who doesn't realise that his favourite colour is purple. See what I'm up against? It's bullshit. Give me a cheer if you're over 30. Yeah, my people! Sharing photos of dogs on Facebook that went missing in Florida, despite you and everyone you know living in Wigan. Good. Give me a cheer if you're under 30. Fuck off. With your optimistic minds. Things have started annoying me more now I'm over 30. Things have started to really, really wind me up. Words on walls in people's houses. That gets on my tits. Home. Well, yeah, dickhead. People, this is only really for people in my hometown. I'm from Stoke-on-Trent, and it's really people in my hometown wearing jumpers that say Harvard University on them. And I don't know for sure, but sometimes you just know that they didn't go to Harvard University. I went back home and I saw my mate Jackie walking down the street. I'm disappointed that I'm old enough to know a woman called Jackie. My mate Jackie was walking down the street and she had a jumper that said Yale University. And I was like, Yale, is it, Jackie? Because I saw you getting fingered behind the Happy Shopper on Thursday. And you didn't look too clever then. I found out some very disturbing news about what happens to a woman when she turns 30, and that is she loses 90% of her eggs. That's fucking loads, isn't it? That's loads of eggs. Leanne, how old are you? 22, you're fine! You're riddled with eggs! You can't move for eggs. Like a walking Easter egg hunt. I'm 32 now, Leanne, so I've got one egg left. Just the one. And I like a drink, because that egg is pickles! Shouldn't even be in my womb anymore. It should be on a fish and chip shop counter. Fry and Dye, the best fish and chip shop in the north. You can get your chips and have your hair dyed. Can't really go into that now, though. I haven't really got enough time. I haven't even got enough eggs for brunch at this point. And I live in Clapham. Brunch is very important in Clapham. Do we have anyone who lives in Clapham? Someone's fucking lying. And I'm not talking about a frittata and an orange juice brunch. I'm talking a bottomless brunch. Do we like them? Ellie, are you a bottomless brunch gal? Yes! I'm not being bad, but you do look like you could start the day with a mimosa at 12 and finish it with a bag of cocaine and Purcell at 3. Mwah! Delicious! You always get the same. You always get women, though, don't you, Ali? It's always women. It's always groups of women, and it's always the same group. You go for a brunch, you see your counterpart at the next table. It's the same people. You get the vomiter, you get the fighter, you get the crier, you get the token northerner who leaves early to go and find a man at a bus stop to take home and have sex with. Don't do it! You're too pissed. Don't do it. All that ends up happening is you go home banging like a couple of seals who've accidentally found themselves on land. Just lying next to each other and thrusting into thin air. Making weird noises. Don't do it. You also get the woman who turns up thinking she's really happy in a relationship. Till she has 21 glasses of Prosecco in 90 minutes. And realises she's in fact not happy in her relationship. That's my friend Claire. Claire turns up and she's like, hi. She talks like she's a knob. Hi, I'm so great. How are you? I'm so great. Jeremy, he's great too. Oh my God, he's so good. Our sex life's incredible. It's amazing. It's so interesting. Spoiler alert, it's not. It's so interesting. It's great. It's so good. We now go to sex parties where I watch him have sex with other women while I'm dressed up as a Bichon Frise drinking savvy beer out of a dog bowl. It's brilliant. It's so good. It's totally my idea. I fucking love it. 2 hours later, Claire's like, do you know what? I don't think Jeremy loves me anymore. No shit, Claire. Get your paws off the table, the dirty bitch. I don't say that. I don't. I'm just like, you know what, baby, you deserve so much better than Jeremy. She doesn't. Not at all. At this point in the day, Claire's in the corner, having a piss. Not in the toilet. Just wee running down the legs. She's ruined her fake tan. She looks like a tiger loaf. It's very bad. I can't have a go at these women though because they have stable incomes, retirement plans, and I'm doing this. So I can't have a go. I've even been back home and told my parents I'm going to be a full-time comic. Yeah, that was the exact same reaction my dad had. What the fuck did we do to deserve this, Terry? She's going to want to move back in. And you can imagine how disappointed I was when I found out it was absolutely bang on. Yeah, no cost of living crisis for me, baby. Sam, you won't be picking up my mess anytime soon. Woohoo! Free bills, thrilled. My mum was quite happy about it though. She wants to be the Kris Jenner to my Kim Kardashian. She wants to manage the shit out of my comedy career. And quite often she'll send me text messages, but classic old woman, no context. Just places she wants me to go and gig at. And sometimes comedy clubs have some really weird, random names. And the other day she sent me a text and it said, Fat Penguin. And I was like, yeah, well, you're a whore. And she's crying. And my dad's like, if we'd have done anal 32 years ago, this wouldn't be a problem now. That's what it comes down to, comedy. You have to talk about your parents having anal. Comedy does mean more to me than my parental relationship, so here we go, yes! I was a little bit annoyed about that Fat Penguin comment, actually, because I put on a bit of weight recently, but it doesn't matter, because I'm still sexy, yes! Look at the size of these tits, Leanne! Chuffed with them! Couldn't be more thrilled. In fact, I introduced a gentleman into the bedroom the other day, and I absolutely smashed it out of the park. Thank you. Pulled out all my best moves, honestly, I was brilliant. It was amazing. I popped on a bit of lingerie, made myself look like a Satsuma bag. It was brilliant. Absolutely nailed it. But the problem was that when he left, he was like, you know what, that was fucking amazing. But I was just wondering what that tattoo is on your left hip. And I was like, that's a bit weird, because the tattoo I've got is of the Rolling Stones logo. And we all know what that looks like. It's the tongue, it's the... You know what it looks like. So when he left, I had a look in the mirror and fuck me, what my expanding body has done to that tattoo. Doesn't look like the Rolling Stones logo anymore. Looks like a whale trying to catch krill. That's a whale noise, by the way. That's also the noise that I make when I'm about to approach orgasm. Haven't thought a way of ending that, so I'll just keep going until everyone's fucking sick of it.
Thank you. That was lovely, lovely welcome. I am Hills, and what you probably don't know about me is that I am a retired porn star. Boy, she's let herself go. Now, you would be right, but I'm not. I just like to use the word porn because it wakes up various elements of the audience. So it's fine, you can go back to sleep now. So the name Hills, well, it's pretty self-evident. These ones, they're homegrown, COVID cultivated. But what it means is that I can be completely self-deprecating about being fat, but also thin, because I once was. You laugh like you don't believe me. It's a bit mean. So I bring some evidence. Scientific evidence. Oh, I know, get ready. Me thin. It's now my OnlyFans page and my dating profile. Thin, naked woman with a dog. I am ticking all the boxes, and I'm not lying. I've got a dog. So Hills, many hills, that's just my complete gratuitous plug to my Insta page, because I'm down with you kids. And a bit of a spoiler alert before you all quickly get your phones out to follow me. You're not going to find any bikini photos of me there. No, I like to think of mine as a genre. A mum genre. It's just photos of the daughter and the dog. But for your information, my dog doesn't have his own page, and nor does he post on other dogs' pages. Oh, Joey says he just loves Princess's new Chihuahua outfit. No, because he's a dog. And number one, he can't talk. And number two, if he could talk, he'd say, "You look shit, your owner's a twat." So who here's dog lovers? Cat lovers? Cat and dog lovers? None? That's fine. I've just sorted all the sexual preferences of the audience here. I do like generalising and stereotyping, and I do that with all your social media and phone usage. Looking at you lot, I class you as the experts. You're the ones who literally came out the womb with your flexible thumbs firing. Me, I like to class myself as an intermediate, where I'm just honing my technology skills. You will notice us on the train. We're the really annoying, loud, one-fingered text messengers. Yes, it's your mum here. How do I use this bloody phone? And then the rest, they're just the ones who think it's some sort of alien force taking over the world. So us intermediary mums, we're the ones who will message you on WhatsApp and then phone you to check you've got the message. But it's actually a subliminal message. What we want you to do is message us. I'm just about to rant and rave and outpour, and what I don't want is your opinion or you to therapise me. And then you phone us and check that we've got the message. So, you are actually there to help us to form more fulfilling lives with our phones. You have a duty of care. We are the ones who, we frown on messages sent after 10 o'clock. But if you would only teach us how to turn off those notifications, then they wouldn't wake us up and it wouldn't matter. You have a duty to us to teach us that we don't have to start each message with "dear" and use full sentences, grammar, spelling, and sign off our names as if you didn't know who it was. Dear audience, I've been Hills, full stop, love Hills, kiss kiss.
Hi guys, pleasure being here. I'm French, as you may have guessed hearing my name, but I've been in the UK a long time now, 8 years. I really like it. Most of my friends are British. My long-term girlfriend is British, in fact, and she's really clever. She's super smart. She actually studied at Oxford Uni, and usually that gets a short of appreciation. But hey, no one gives a fuck about her academic achievements. Fine, we've had enough of the Oxford mafia in the room, I see. Strong start, getting the crowd right on my side from the beginning. But she's really clever, though. She's super smart. She studied at Oxford University. An open mic stand-up comedian. Power couple, innit? Yeah, power couple. One of us definitely currently is paying income tax. Yeah. The other's just like Rishi Sunak's wife, so... There are cultural differences between France and England that have emerged in the course of our relationship, one of which relates to how my family interacts with her versus how her family interacts with me. So, the first time I introduced her to my French family behaved like all French families would do. They just proceeded to bombard her with questions immediately, as soon as they got the chance. So many questions on so many topics that matter to French people, to form an opinion about her. Stuff like, do you like the Queen, Beatles or Rolling Stones? Do you really eat baked beans? Have you ever been on strike? Would you like to go on strike? All your classics. If you want to be with a French person, you better be into industrial action. It was a bit of a cultural shock for me, a bit of a surprise when I met her family, because it was completely different. Like, they were just nice, normal. They just made an effort to build a normal conversation, no putting me on the spot. no questioning, just an effort to create a comfortable atmosphere. That really unsettled me. Because, I had been bracing myself the whole week for a full French-style grilling, so I spent the whole dinner with them being so tense, being like, why are they not quizzing me? Am I not interesting enough? Did I say something wrong? Like, come on, quiz me, I'm ready, I've prepared for this. I've learned all of the wives of Henry VIII. I know the lyrics to It's Coming Home. I inject pure porridge every morning. I love the EU. Or I hate the EU, depending on which side you're on. I mean, I'm French, I can surrender easily. Love just felt like a safer bet when I saw the Waitrose bags in the hallway. But, I mean... So that taught me a lot. Another thing that taught me a lot about English people is that they tend to struggle to pronounce my name correctly. So my name's Guillaume, and since I arrived in this country, it's been butchered in ways that I just didn't think were physically feasible. Not least, I should say, by comedy MCs. Not you, though. You're great. I can't afford to be blacklisted here this early in my career. But other comedy MCs have butchered it. And to be fair to them, often they do ask before the show, oh, how do you actually say your name? But this whole segment only works if they butcher it, so I just give them the wrong answer. Oh yeah, Gilliam, it's brilliant, honestly. Just call me Patrice, like the French guy in In-Betweeners. I couldn't care less. But there are benefits to it, It does help you to manage your expectations, having your name butchered twice a week in public by comedy MCs. I came into comedy full of dreams, being like, maybe I could be the one funny French guy. And came back right down to a first gig, came into that gig full of hope. The MC is about to introduce me, reads my name and goes, whoa, 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 whoa. Too many vowels. So, but speaking of all of that, should we actually have a live survey? Do you guys want to have a go at saying Guillaume on 3 together with me? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Makes me feel like the head of a weird cult, that. The only reason I did this bit is to feel powerful. I didn't even pay attention to how you say my name. Some of you did look relieved to be protected by their collective anonymity. Let's break that down. Hello, would you like to have a go at saying my name? Yeah. And that was unknowingly quite good. Very much fucking up the point I'm trying to make there. I'd have preferred it if you heckled me, to be honest. Like, this is how lucky is it that I find one person in the UK who can do foreign languages? When you start stand-up comedy, they tell you, ooh, try to interact with your audience. Fuck that, I'm never doing that again. From now on, it's me and my force. But, and I'll leave you with that. Over time, I realized that it's not that British people are unwilling or unable to say my name correctly. I realized, in fact, that they just are often too polite to ask or are too scared of saying it wrong. And so they just do their absolute best to avoid having to say it at all costs. And you know how I realized that? I realized it 3 months into my relationship with my girlfriend when I noticed she had never said my name out loud once. So if you don't remember it after this set, don't worry about it. I'm used to it.
Hi, everybody. We having a good time? Yeah? Woo! All right. So I'm going to take you back in time to 2010. This was a time where women just believed everything men said because the word mansplaining hadn't been invented yet. And so, like, if a guy was like, oh my God, women have got it so easy because if I had tits, I'd just be a stripper in it and make so much money. You'd be like, oh my God, Gary, that's so insightful. And then you'd be like, hang on a minute, I'm a woman and I have tits. And that's why I became a stripper. Now, becoming a stripper wasn't, too easy. I'd never been to a strip club before. I didn't know any strippers. I didn't even know where the strip clubs were in my hometown of Bristol. But I was like, I'm going to just treat this like I would any other job search. And the first thing you need to do is you need to find a place of work. So I was like, well, I'll just Google strip clubs Bristol. But I stopped myself because I was like, do you know what? I want to work in the nicest strip club in Bristol. So I just Googled nicest strip clubs Bristol. And up popped Urban Tigers, which does sound the name like a white person would give to an after-city football club for inner-city kids. But at the time I was like, it's very avant-garde, very avant-garde. And I had an application form on the website, but I was like, do you know what? I want to impress them with my can-do attitude. I'm going to ring up the manager. So I rang up the manager, Mark, and I was like, hi, Mark. My name's Ella. I've got a 2-1 from dance college. My mum's having an extension on her house at the moment. Lots of scaffolding. So let's just say I know my way around a pole. Also, I don't want to brag, but like some men, a couple, well, one guy has told me that in the right light, I am shaggable. And Mark was like, can you just fill out the application form, please? So I filled out the application form. Got an audition. Thank you very much. Now, immediately I could tell I was a top candidate. How did I know? Because I was the only one with a prepared playlist and corresponding choreography. First song was Black Eyed Peas. I got a feeling, woo-hoo, that tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight was going to be a good night because I was going to be there. Second song was what I call like a lyrical. All dancers know that. It's something that you use to show your expression, your extension, what every man wants to see in a stripper. Third song was going to be like I felt like I knew at some point I was going to have to sort of do this. So I just went with the classic Genuine Pony. I gave Mark my iPod Nano and he was like, it's just one song. I pick it. Halfway through, you get your tits out. So I just did that. Immediate on the spot offer. Immediate. Mark was like, "You're fine." But Mark had said, "You're fine" to like all the other women there. So I was a little bit skeptical. Like maybe I'd set my sights too low because I mean I'd not even Googled best strip club Bristol yet. You know. Maybe there's more out there for me. So I was like, you know what? I'll just ask some questions because at the end of the day, they're not just interviewing you, you're interviewing them. And I was like, Mark, what's the culture like here? Because, you know, I like hanging out with my colleagues, but I don't really want anyone too clingy. And Mark was like, do you want the job or not? So I took the job. Mark, very interesting character. He had like the appearance of an estate agent, like grey, shiny suit, too much hair gel, kind of like the aroma of like Lynx Africa and Jean-Paul Gaultier-Lemel would like enter the room before he did. But personality, very different. He had like the personality of a war veteran with PTSD. Like this man had seen more tits and pussy than any man should ever see in their life. And he was just like a shell of a person. But not rapey though, so... I got there my first night. Immediate problem. I'm a very tall woman. I'm 5'11". Now in a strip club, you have to wear a stripper heel, which makes me 6'4". I don't know if anyone's ever tried to give a lap dance or receive a lap dance by someone that's 6'4", but you're trying to give someone tit, but they're just getting knee. Like it's just knee that's going over. It's just knee. I look like a giraffe doing keepy uppies with a man's head. Second problem, now as a stripper you earn your money by getting dances with men and they pay you and you are naked in those dances. You strip naked. Now I thought this was going to be a breeze. You know, I'm chatty, I'm confident, I'm not a minger. But how very wrong I was. Because men in the outside world will do anything to pursue a woman. They'll take you on dates, they'll spend money on you, they'll pretend they like hiking. And if all that fails, they'll just harass you and stalk you. And whilst I really don't appreciate that, I do admire the commitment and effort that's made. Now tell a man that to see your bumhole, and I do mean bumhole, all he has to do is pay you £20. He's like, nah, no good, no thanks. So sex work is work, very hard work, and more work than I ever wanted to put into it. Thank you very much.